on the Siman Kuf Yod Sif Ches. Yizaru Shlal Haniachas Isa Afila Reg Achas Blin Asek. When making the matzah, they have to be careful not to leave it even for a very short period, even for one moment, without it being worked. Once the dough has been finished, it should be distributed to those who are rolling it out. Therefore, the dough should only be made to the size of those who are rolling it. And there shouldn't be any left over. If it's left over, it brings a problem of chomet straight away because nothing's being done. If something is left of the dough, which hasn't been divided, you have to continue then kneading it in order to make sure that it's not left for any period of time without activity. Test. The people rolling the dough should roll it quickly, expeditiously. And they shouldn't waste time by trying to make the matzah into a certain shape. And they should make sure there's no crumbs on the board which they're rolling. The gam mudbak should be so no dough should be stuck to their fingers. And as soon as they notice any dough stuck to the fingers, they should dry their hands very well. The way in which this is done is to make sure that it's checked at least every within 18 minutes, and the hands are washed and the tables are cleaned within 18 minutes. And Gaglim, those who roll dough, the Gaglim reasons, as we've said. And when that's finished, it has to be perforated. They should quickly make holes in it. Again, no shapes or design should be made on it. With the during this process of making holes, they should hurry as much as possible just to get the holes in. As soon as this is done, it should be put in the oven. It shouldn't be held and delayed in front of going into the oven even a few seconds, because there it could become chometz very quickly. The person who passes the matzah to the person who's actually baking them should be a person who has got Torah knowledge and should be a yorei shemayim, aware of the importance of this process being done very quickly. Person should be who is God-fearing person. Before he bakes his matzahs, he will be careful to refuel the oven to make sure it's its maximum temperature. Or the the coals in the old-fashioned type of oven are spread out evenly. Because who knows whether the person who used the oven to bake was very particular, possibly could be pieces or bits of chometz around. Therefore, he takes these steps to make sure when he starts using it that it's at a maximum level of kashrus. Yud Bey. So I feel be careful to when you bake it to make sure that one matzah doesn't fold over. One matzah doesn't touch another. The place where it would touch or it would fold over, it won't bake so quickly, and therefore is likely to become chometz. If he sees that a matzah has doubled over or it's bloated, it's got float, it's swollen, he has to break it in that place with chometz for hanishim otaros, and that bit where that happened is chometz, and the rest is okay. If one touched the other whilst it was still wet in the oven, yesh lahat b'diavad, it's okay, b'diavad. Matzah nefucha hanu shenika shenischalka matzah b'avya v'hacholov hu kamara chavakudo. So what's this? This is a matzah where the matzah has become split or divided across its thickness, and the hollow opening in between is at least a thumb breadth thick. That is a matzah which is called a matzah nefucha. You have to be careful regarding that. Yod Gimel. Tzrichin Rizah has to be careful not to remove the matzah from the oven. As long as it has not been partially breaked. To the extent if you were to break it, there will be no strands of dough coming out from it. Because before that's reached that point of baking, it's still considered dough, because the tunnel when it's outside the oven to malachmitz will become chametz. Once it's gone past that point, and that's no longer considered to be possible. The gamamada and also the shovel which the matzah was taken out, gamkin and surah idla matzahs is also forbidden for use for matzahs. You can't tell whether any threads or strands of coming out. Yesh lachnu misofik, should be machnu misofik. Achim kol pano yesh lachil, but if you the pearls of the matzah gets crusted over, then you can be makel because it's clear that it hasn't had the opportunity to rise. Your dollar so he himself should watch over the making and baking of the matzahs, and to urge those who are actually doing it to make sure they do it properly. So great people did previously, and so great people continue to do by actually taking part in the baking and supervision of the matzahs. Those matzahs which you're using to do your mitzvah on the night of Pesach, that's matzah b'shtei harishon. That's nikras matzahs mitzvah. These have the title of matzahs mitzvah. Tzrichin asosin l'shem mitzvah. Therefore, they have to be done l'shem mitzvah alidei Yisrael, by a Jewish person gadol over the age of bar mitzvah. Gadol bastas v'hu ben gid gimel 13 years old in one day. Isha bas yud be'shonu yom echad, or in a female, 12 days, 12 years in one day. And whenever he's doing it, he should say the Shem Matzah's mitzvah, even when the water is being drawn, keep repeating the concept of the idea of the Shem Matzah's mitzvah. This all we've written regarding baking matzah. This is according to our custom. Open a kolif no Pesach, where we bake it all before Pesach. But in a situation where you have to do it and you do it, you bake it on Pesach. For that day Yom Tov, we know it's permissible. There's more chumras which are attached to it. And now again, matzah's mitzvah be'erev Pesach after those who bake it after day on erev Pesach, tzrichim is the reason Yisera need extra caution. This is because after this time you have to make sure that no dough which is unbaked and which is liable to become chometz is actually in the person's possession. Therefore, there are additional halachas which apply in those circumstances.